Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube and Instagram. Good evening, everybody. God bless you. Happy Wednesday to us. I know you are from US. Thank you, my darling sister and friend, for your support and love. Olaitonsola Mom, bless you, ma. Olumide Temitope, Famuyiwa Ibidun, bless you. Ari Wallace, thank you. Karen Apush, thanks, wonderful sister, darling sister, bless you. Good evening, good evening. Sorry for coming a few minutes late. Sometimes it's logistics. I'm jumping around. Bless you, good evening, Karen Apush. Bless you, ma. Christiana Falashade, bless you, ma. And I think we are going to do the same thing. I think that seems more honorable. I'm not going to call out your names. And if you want me to acknowledge you, just thumbs up or say hello, so I know you're there. Because some people are just silent observers and they don't want to be named. You know, few people have asked me they would prefer not to be named. They just want to watch quietly. So if you are there and you want us to acknowledge you or want me to acknowledge you, which I love, you know, just say hello or I, and I'm going to shout out to you. Otherwise, I assume you're just a silent observer. Thank you, Daddy Oduoye, Pastor. Thank you, sir. Suppose we all had a very wonderful day. Agrotimnala, bless you. Yeah, I can see a wave, so I acknowledge you. Bless you. Hussein, Andrew Oludare. I don't know if that is some kind of language. Anyway, I bless you for whatever you are writing. I don't understand that language. My own main person, I know Oluwapo, bless you, my darling sister. God bless you. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to everyone. And I'm just quickly, before we go on, this is the Wise Builders. And as you know, my name is Olakwa Guradeni, and I come up every Wednesday. And this is a platform that we all do it together. We are building wisely. And like I always say, you know, you and I are going to do it. It's nothing for me to be done alone. I'm just facilitating the platform. And I pray by the grace of God that as all these issues of life are coming up, the Lord will give us the wisdom to share light onto it, not to condemn, because we don't have any right to condemn anyone, but to be a light as much as possible, and our wealth of wisdom to be able to share it abroad so that people can benefit from it. And if you are there watching us, if you have any comments or any contribution, please, the number is 074 280-72162, 074-280-72162. You can join on WhatsApp. It's free as well. Just look for, once you hand out the number on your phone, register it on your WhatsApp, and then you can use it to give us a call. Sister Shubi Ojeme, bless you. Sister, bless you. Namdi Uche, pardon that we came a little bit late. I'm really sorry. I was out and about, so I'm rushing. Please, by your constant invite, ma. Thank you very, very much. The Lord bless you. Right. Now, this night, let's go straight to the point. I'm going to read the the scenario. Is a live scenario. And, you know, bless you, ma. Mommy Olutayo. God bless you. Good evening, ma. You know, as I go on Instagram and, sorry, oops, beg your pardon. Cancel now, Instagram live. Right. You know, one of the things that I find funny is the fact that when, every one of us has been through all these things in life before. So, Instagram people, good evening, bless you. And if you're returning, I welcome you. If you're new, I'm Dolakwa Agradini, and this is Wise Builders. Right. We have a live scenario this night that I'm going to read out, and then I expect us to comment, drop your comments, advices, and the topic for today, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Mommy Lutayo. There's a lady that called in. She's getting desperate. She says she can no longer cope. She's waited, and I think she's about 41, let me be precise. And she's waited so long for a man to marry. So she's no longer coping, she's not finding it easy again. She wants to know if indeed there's a BOAZ out there for her to marry, and that how is she coping? How is she going to cope? Things are difficult for her. People have said she should wait, but it looks like the waiting period is no longer doing it for her. And there are a lot of temptations out there. And for a woman to tell you there are lots of temptations out there, I know that there are temptations out there without anybody telling you. Go out every day and you see girls flaunting themselves and men flaunting themselves to women. So we all know these things. We're in a world that we're in today, and we're all flesh and blood. So this lady is saying that she's finding it difficult to cope, and that when she says she's finding it difficult to cope, as in urge, she's got urges, sexual urges, she's got advances from men, and then you're waiting. She's 41. In all fairness, between you and I, she's tried. So do we want to say she's not tried enough? She's tried. She's a believer. She is a believer. I've had some comment that people said, is she born again? Is she this and that? So there are a few comments that I'm going to read out later before the end of the show, but that is the situation we have this night. Please, if there's anything, the first question that we have to do is, does God still give us BOAZ? We all know the story, and I'm going to go into it in a minute. We all know the story of Ruth in the Bible, that God compensated, gave another second chance. That's from, if you read book of Ruth in the Bible, from chapter 1 to I think chapter 4. But precisely, I think it's chapter 3 that Ruth eventually, herself and BOAZ clicked and they got married, and they lived happy thereafter. Those Mills and Boone stories. Yes, that's the case of Ruth and BOAZ. So the situation we have this evening, God bless you, Bishop Ore, bless you, sir. I always honor men of God when I see them online. And like I said, if you're a silent observer and you want me to acknowledge you, just give us a wave or hello or comment, and I know you are there, and I'm going to observe you, acknowledge you rather. So that's the story we have this night. Does God still give us a BOAZ? We have a desperate woman she's tired. She's waited, she's 41, it's not happening. And she's held herself, and she said the pressure is too much. Now, advances from men, some wants to sleep with her, some are promising that they are going to marry her, but she's waiting for her BOAZ that is going to be deposited on her lap, and she's going to marry the BOAZ. So then we have to talk to her about coping mechanism, because I've had a lot of people that said today, oh, is she not a Christian? Is she not a believer? It's easier said than done. And one thing I always say, and I laugh, like I said, and on this platform, I don't judge anybody. We don't have a right to judge anybody, because our grace differs. You might have the grace to be able to be celibate or hold yourself for 10 years. Another person might not even be able to hold it for 1 month. So what are the practical things? I'm not so much talking about everything everybody is talking. This person is crying out, and we are looking at her as a Christian, and we are all saying, oh, is she not a Christian? Yes, she's a Christian. That's why she's seeking help. If she's not a Christian, she will have done it all along. I don't know whether she's done it before she gave her life to Christ or whatever, but as far as she's concerned, she's holding herself, and she's coming to her the wit's end, and she's like, I'm going to break apart. I'm finding it difficult to cope now. So please give us a call on 074 280 72162 is the hotline, and you can connect us on WhatsApp and ringing free, or drop your comment, which I'll read out. You see, being single can be very, very difficult. We've all been single. And funny enough, I was just thinking today, as many people, I'm not having a go at people that commented. I really loved your comments and I appreciate it. But some people called me, and I was just thinking, most of us Christian, one of the problem I have with us Pentecostals sometimes is that we're not real. We are not really, really, really real. Sometimes we have this goody two shoe as attitude, as if we've never been there before, as if we are God ourselves, as if we are not. I always say anybody is fallible, any man can fall at any time, but for the grace of God that we're still standing. So if you're standing, it's the grace of God. So if somebody is finding it difficult to stand or cope, it's not that that person is unbeliever, but it's pressures of life. That's why you see some believers getting depressed. And you want to ask, why is the believer depressed? Their coping mechanism failed, or possibly there's none at all. Pressures of life, seasons of life creeps in that if you're not careful, and this is what this woman is screaming out for, please give us a call on 074. Peradventure you've been through it, or you're single, you're middle age or second time. The story of BOAZ that we're talking about. Remember, Ruth was initially married. She was married, and it was after the death of her husband. She married a Moabite. It was after the death of the husband, that Naomi, the mother-in-law, wanted to disperse her and up her. Yeah, that's the name of the other lady. And people wherever for then the people of our husband, of our I found that, hello, being there, Akintola, the Lord bless you. So what are the things? We have to come to terms with delay, and when delay is coming, you have to make conscious effort to really update and uplift yourself from all these distractions. But so two major topics, like I'm saying, are we expecting a BOAZ? Is a BOAZ still coming? Because yes, yours, and somebody commented on my WhatsApp page. Though I told her to put it on the Facebook, she didn't. Some people want that they want to be anonymous, and she said she's a living example of BOAZ. But she's a first